Hey everybody, it's Cowsep here, continuing our Bronze to Master series, and man, they're just flexing their ping in this chat. I have 110, but it is what it is. We're going to be starting off with the ward here, and this is my first game in a few days. I heard that Kraken might be buffed. Let me take a look. It is buffed. All right. Oh, gotta go ahead and get a ping on that. What about Blade Ring King? Hang on, I'm just looking to see if the buffs are live and what we're going to be building here, guys. Blade Ring King is also buffed. Cool, so we have both the buffed items in this game here. And finally, I get to show you guys what the best items are for Master Yi. I'm actually going to be rushing a Kraken today. Let me look. Yep, not very many tanks. You can really get away with rushing Kraken with tanks. Listen, I want to lay it out for you guys here because, again, I'm trying to keep this series as educational and life-changing as possible beyond the league and everywhere else. Let's look at this, okay? I'm going to be treating a lot of you guys like you're pure noobs, and that's okay. If you're experienced, go with the flow. Just know we're helping noobs. I understand picking items is hard. The number one thing I get asked all the time, how do you decide if you go Blade Ring King, how if you go Kraken, etc.? And as an experienced player, it's just obvious to me. It's just obvious, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solve that problem forever. Forever. I'm going to solve this for you guys. Because I have been playing other games lately, and as a newbie, there's all these things I wish I know, but none of the pro players will tell them to me. It's crazy. And listen, because I have this entire long game I have to play, I'm kind of dragging it out a little bit. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, the number one build that you build on Master Yi, no matter what, okay? If you go into a game and you're like, I don't know what to build. Blade and Ring King, Gunzu's Rage Blade. You're done. That's first two items. You're looking real good. That's exactly what you need. Blade and Ring King, Gunzu's Rage Blade. But Cowsep, what about Kraken? If you don't understand why you should build what you should build, Blade and Ring King, Gunzu's, okay? If there's ever a doubt in your mind, Blade and Ring King, Gunzu's, okay? Now you're like, Cowsep, but what about a third item? Like, what do I get as a third item? How do I know it's third item? See, this is where it gets a little harder, okay? I'm going to admit it gets a little harder, but it's not much harder. Your third item is entirely based on what you're playing against. And I know, especially if you're a new player, there's a lot of options out there. Like, you don't know who does magic, who does fizz, etc., right? So you need something that's generic, okay? In my opinion, the best generic items as a third item, they're all good. They're all good generically. They're all good generically. So I'm going to tell you the three items, and then you build what you want to build, okay? Wit's End, Death Stance, Titanic Hydra, okay? That's the third item. That is what you're building. Oh, I do not want that, right? And now, with that said, there are situations in which you would want to get one over the other. But again, if you're a new player, it doesn't really matter because they're all pretty good. But I'm going to explain the situations when you would get those items. And my long-term viewers are like, oh, God, Cowsep, not another build thing. Guys, you won't believe how many people do not understand what the build. I'm trying to lay it out as basic. I need to make a guide again. Okay. So Wit's End is when there's a high amount of magic damage. So in this case, it's just Ari and Lux. But Lux is support. She's not going to do that much, right? It's whatever. Death Stance is good against both, but mostly against physical damage. And the reason why is because Death Stance, if you don't know, reduces 35% of the damage you take, and then it gives it to you later unless you kill a guy. Man, my team is Zenting. But I'm going to show you guys how to win. I'm showing you guys. Let me guys show you the elos here. So we're currently sitting in Emerald, and I have 34 wins, 5 losses, and every loss was my fault. Every single loss. I told you guys, you can always climb, and if you're not climbing, it's your fault. Okay? So far, I have not had a loss that I just felt like, oh, man, it's my fault. It wasn't my fault, right? I mean, I had one where it was, like, kind of rough. But, again, it was my fault. Okay? So, and then your third item that you can get is the Titanic Hydra, right? The other one. That one is also very generic. That one's just very generic. In fact, I would say it's probably the most generic of the three. So, if you really want to get super generic, Blade Ring King, Gunzu's Rage Blade, Titanic. Then, for your fourth item, build a different one. Death Stance or Wit's End. And then for the fifth item, build a different one. Death Stance or Wit's End. But I do have to say that if you build the Titanic Hydra, right here, that you would likely want the Starix Gauge as a fourth item. It just scales really well with HP. But, again, it's not a big deal if you don't. It's fine. 0-5. Okay, starting off. And this is what I got to do is I got to prove to you guys that you can carry games even like this. Emerald is kind of hard. Emerald's where it starts to get a little hard. And I know it's hard. Right? And I'm going to try and show you guys that it's carryable. All right. Just, I finished a clear. Why is this warded? It's 100% warded because of minions attacking me. Okay, Lee Sin's on the other side of the map. Alright, only kill is me, again. I wonder if Lee Sin did his jungle. I haven't been tracking him out. Yeah, he did. He has the same CS as me, which means he did jungle. He's actually missing a camp. Okay. I find it amazing that my teammate just died. I have Highlander. He's not 6. I might be able to pivot through here. Their mid lane might be coming down here in a second, but if I'm fast, I can catch him in this bush. Yeah, I'm playing a little risky here. I have a lot of gold. This is not something you typically want to do, but I was looking for Lee Sin. Okay, I need to go for this. I'm here to go for this. Oh, let's get Ari. Well, we can get our ulti maybe. Oh, no. Nope. Well, we didn't get her ult, but we did get a ton of her HP. Like, she's going to have to recall. Yeah, so typically if I wasn't chasing Lee Sin, I would have recalled after that gank. I have a lot of items I have to buy. Nice. Good job, team. They're dead, but good job. Right? I like to farm. Farming's very, very good in League of Legends right now, which is good. That's like my preferred play style. And I know that I told you guys to build something else, but this is for those people that want to see the new Kraken. So in the new patch, Kraken was buffed. It's now 100 gold cheaper, and it also does 25% more damage on missing health. So I am going to be running Kraken. It's one of my favorite items to rush. And the reason why I think Kraken should not be built as a third item, so when I give you the generic build, you'll notice I didn't mention Kraken as a third item. And the reason why is Kraken scales really well in the first few levels, and then it just kind of tapers off in the later levels, right? So as an item, it's not something that you want to get later, but instead you want to get early. And I do actually legitimately think, I'm not trolling, I do think this is actually legitimately a pretty good build. Dude, I am struggling. I am struggling. I do actually think this build will work. I'm going to get Dragon while Lee Sin's top. I think it'll work. I've been using it a bit in high elo Korea. It is a nice change of pace. It's very strong early on. And you want to get this item about 10 minutes. As you can see, I'm at about 8:30, and I know I make it look easy. Like, I make it look effortless, right? These ganks. And the reason why I make it look so effortless is because in low elo, like, you see how my team keeps dying, right? It's because they don't know what they're doing. They're just, like, push, 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 push. Lee Sin's here, right? Push, 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 push. If they don't see the jungler does not exist to them, right? So all you got to do is just do a clear so that you have your camps and do a gank. And if you fail that gank, it doesn't matter because you got all your camps. Like, you notice I didn't, like, make any real effort other than, like, chasing Lee Sin. Also, I am going to gank bot now. And this only applies to your first 2 clears. After your first 2 clears, you can do whatever. You'll notice, again, on my 3rd clear here, I haven't touched a single camp, you may notice. And that's because it doesn't matter at this point. Now you just go. Like, now it doesn't really matter. All right. I'm going to leave that. Like, I'm really tempted to smite that. But the last thing you want to do is piss off your teammate. And I can get all these minions and he won't cry. But if I take the cannon, oh, you know he's going to cry. You know. All right, let's go back and recall. And we haven't killed a single camp yet. Because, again, it's the 2 camp special. You do 2 camps, you gank, and now you're kind of free to do whatever. You can farm the jungle. If you still don't see opportunities, you farm the jungle. If you do, then, you do elsewhere. If you're running a Kraken, you want to get Gunjus as your second item. This is really complicated because Blade of Ruin King got a pretty good buff as well. Blade of Ruin King went up by 1%. Yeah, oh, he took it. Okay, I didn't think he would take it. But in high elo, yeah, 100%, I would not have went to my top side here in high elo. Because he saw me bot, which means that he's going to try to take my my bot side here. Well played by him. A better play by me would have been realizing that would have been an issue. So that was a mistake on my part. That was a pretty big mistake. I mean, chasing after him before was also a mistake on my part, but it wasn't that bad. This one was just kind of bad because I should have known. And I can actually probably get his camps here. I'm just going to wait patiently here. I got a little frightened there. I kind of messed up. I didn't kind of mess up. I absolutely messed up. I realized that when I ran around the corner and I lost vision of her, that she could just snare me under the tower. So I had to flash. Oh, I just hit tower. Hey. I don't know why he uses barrier there. Do I have a full wave? Yeah, we have a wave. Lee Sin's coming. But we win this. I don't really know what he thinks he's going to do. I know he's 4-0, but he can only kick one of us. Okay. Come on, buddy. Ooh. That's rough, Lux. That's rough. I'm sorry. It wasn't meant to be like that, but here we are. Now, the thing is about Mashi, he's pretty good at getting himself back up to full HP in the jungle. And I don't really feel the need...
An ally has been slain.
I don't really feel the need to recall for just a pickaxe. I like to recall when I have a full item or 2 items. 1 item's not enough. So, next up, guys, we're going to be getting the Gunzu's Rage Blade because of its fantastic synergy with the Kraken Slayer. Yeah, it really comes down to this build just basically Sauce Blade of Ring King with Kraken. And then for the 3rd item, you get Blade of Ring King. Right, so if you want to, in my opinion, if you want to build Kraken, you like Kraken, rush it, and then get a Gunzu's and then a Blade of Ring King. And I know this might sound boring to some, or not boring, sorry, confusing to some of you new players that are like, and yes, there are new players, I know it's crazy. You're like, but you just told me to build Blade of Ring King, and now you're building Kraken. Dude, you ping me, I will fucking, ping me again. Ping me again. You want LP? You want LP? I carry you. Okay. Sorry, I was kind of getting in a little situation here. Dude, I hate people like that, bro. Sorry, we carry, dude, he's so dumb, dude. Look at him just blah, 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 blah. Oh. Hey, I'm sorry, I got some shit talk. You dual mid. You can't quit. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I farm all your top lane. Mid-top duo. Oh, yeah. Time to get toxic, bro. Sorry. I know. Guys, if you want to win games, don't get all toxic like me. I'm sorry, guys. It just... I've been playing League a long time. They're just very stupid. I don't know what the hell he's saying. I have no idea what he's saying. So, I'm just doing my thing, man. I'm just doing my thing. You want carry? I carry you. But yeah, he's doing it with the mid, so he can't actually troll me. Oh, damn, dude. I have meditate in 1 second. Meditate in 1 second, boys. I like how my bot lane was completely unaware. Mechanically, I played that badly. I actually played that pretty badly mechanically. I hope we get a tower. I don't know why Lux isn't there. Yes, we get tower, so I get my Gunzu's here. Yeah, so... Yeah, hopefully that clears some things up for you. Kraken into the Gunzu's Rage Blade here. Man, they got the bounty, huh? Oh, Renekton died again. I want to flame him. 0-5. 0-5. 0-5, don't do it, Cowsep. Don't do it. You're a carry god, but you're not that much of a carry god. Don't flame him. Oh. Bro, I have a feeling he's gonna fight me for my jungle creeps. This is why you don't flame him, bro. If I flamed him, we'd be fighting for jungle creeps. But he's doing it way. He can't get too greedy. Okay, so anyway, we got Gunzu's Rage Blade. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Renekton has ruined my ability to help you guys. I apologize. I'm working on it. Alright, so next up is Blade of Ring King, which gives a ton of damage. And then after 3 items, you can pretty much go tanky. That's why, like, you'll notice that, like, the 3rd item is always, like, something tanky. Boink. Alright, got it. I'm gonna actually invade a little. I'm fed with, like, 2 items. I can kill basically anybody. Lee Sin's a bit of a pain in the ass because of his kick. No, I'm down to fight. I gotta be careful. Yone is quite fed. It'd be very dumb of me to, like, fight this. I mean, I beat Yone. Don't get me wrong. I beat Yone, but, like, when Lee Sin's kicking me, you know, I'm kind of free for him. Because when you realize I can literally just go bot and get a double kill, or I can, like, try really hard to get a kill top. I think I just take the freebie. We pat down and we grab it, right? We grab it, right? Yeah, you know, you play since your game sense becomes pretty good. I think, or play enough, sorry. I think really comes down to you have to play. I've noticed that, like, when I play other games, like lately I've been playing Albion online, right? That if you don't know what any of the items do, it's really hard to tell your matchups. But as you play more matchups, you get more comfortable with what they do. And also, it's very helpful, in my opinion, to actually try the champions that you don't understand or you see a lot. So things that you see in a lot of games. So in this case, like Lee Sin, Ahri, Ezreal, these are all pretty popular picks. Yone too. If you can actually get an opportunity to try those heroes or champions, that'd be very good for learning. I haven't actually ever played Yone, and I still know what he does. I don't know what he does well. I don't know what his passive is. I just know, yeah, basically what he does. It's not super important to get it on the point, but... Oh, this is Warden. I'm pre-stacking Gunzus here. You may notice I'm because I know Lee Sin's coming. Oh, shit. Save me. I misplayed that. I actually got saved pretty hard. That was lucky. You got to be careful, guys, with, like, situations like that turn out good. You can't say you played well. You played lucky. And that's okay. You're going to get lucky and you're going to get unlucky in some games. I got pretty lucky there. All right. I mean... Bro, my attack speed feels so slow. But you can see how much damage Kraken does. It's actually doing a hefty amount. Clears camps very fast, too. Yes. I kind of figured he left this up. It's a very good item in general, I think, Kraken. And now with this big buff... Big buff. I'm just going to stand here. Let's meditate back to full. Jesus. Chill. What the... What the... Dude, come on, Ahri. Come to daddy. Alright, we're good. We're good. Oh, come on. You want to fight? Yes, you kicked the wrong guy, brother. You kicked the wrong guy. Uh-oh. 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 I got lucky again. Hey, you know what, though? They say that if you put yourself in a position to be lucky, you're more likely to be lucky. Dude, is this dude killing my camps? Alright, we got shit talking. It's okay. 0-5er Nectin can jungle. Can't lane, but he can jungle. Proud. I hope he understands English. I don't think he does. I was watching one of my viewers play in freaking Emerald Elo NA. Oh, it was pretty it was pretty terrible. Like, he had a Leona tank that went in last. They were like, as the game was ending, they had Soul and Baron and he went in last. It was funny, dude. Bro, I can't tell what this Renekton's saying. He's saying something about Viet. I think he's mad that I'm writing in English. But you know what, man? Anything to make this Renekton a little angry is fine with me. All we gotta do is make him a little angry. Notice I got us 3 dragons, a bunch of kills, a completely controlling this game. But this Renekton will swear up and down that I played like shit and he didn't get carried. Right? All because I took a wave at the tower that I should have taken. And you know, that's a beautiful thing, guys, is that even though I am a better player than these players, right? They will constantly tell me negative things and that I'm doing things wrong and stuff like that, right? When my method will lead to victory. And so I want you guys to take from that it doesn't matter what your team tells you. It literally, it just doesn't. Because if they're going to tell me the wrong things, or they say I'm wrong, then why are you listening to those people? They're telling me to do the wrong things. And then they think that they know better? Oh, watch it. It's going to eat that wave. Oh, yes. You guys like that Kraken? You see how much damage that thing does? It's pretty insane. I want this whole tower. I'm going to push this. If there's no tower here, I'd recall. But, dude, you guys know these side towers, these side secondary towers are worth 700 gold. They're basically worth 2.5 kills, right? Oh, we got an FF there. So, there you guys go. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video here. And you know a little bit better about why you build what you build. And you know my opinion on the new buffs. Kraken, Blade and Ruin King, it's going to be fantastic. I have absolutely no problem with this. I'm very happy with the buffs. I think he'll be really strong. And I will be rushing Kraken in more of my games. And I think that Blade and Ruin King, you can rush Blade and Ruin King as well. I don't think the build really changes. It's really up to you which one that you feel more confident in. So now we're Platinum 2, 35 wins and 5 losses. Honestly, I feel like this game's going to go really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching. I'll put this in the playlist. I'll also have a link to my other channel. I haven't been posting as much on it lately. It's my games for my stream. So if you're interested in that, you can find those as well.